Hi, this is Sha Nacino. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if this is your first time, hi, I'm happy you're here. Today I want to take you to a day in my life as a creative and a CEO. So time check is it's almost 10 a.m. and by this time I'm done with my morning routine. So I attended mass, I did my workout, I practiced some piano, I did some journaling, and a lot of gratitude and self-care practices. If you want me to make a video on my morning routine and why it is important to have a morning routine, let me know in the comment section so I would know if that's something that would be interesting to you. So a while ago, I had a meeting with fellow Catholic singles. It's called GS24. GS stands for Gaudium et Spes. It's a Latin word for joy and hope. So it's an 8-week discussion with my fellow Catholic singles, and I really enjoyed the discussion a while ago. I don't usually do meetings in the morning except for this particular GS24 meeting wherein we meet every week, and the meeting that is most convenient with my schedule is in the morning because most of them are in the US. So usually in the morning I do my creative work. So I do some planning, writing, brainstorming, strategizing, and things like that. And then in the afternoon, that's where I do my CEO work, wherein I lead the team, or I have a meeting with my team, or I do some approvals for the business, I communicate with my team, and so on. So that's how my schedule usually looks like. Morning is my creativity work, and then afternoon is my CEO work. So this morning, I'm planning for 2 of our upcoming events. One is the graduation, a TED Talk recital of the graduates of this 90-day Speak to Thrive Challenge. It's our public speaking online course. And the other is the graduation and book launch of the graduates of the 90-day Book Writing Challenge. So the 2 events will happen about a month and a half from now. So I'll be doing some planning, and then I'll communicate it with my team later during our team meeting. I usually just plan using a simple notebook, and I like that my notebooks don't have lines. One is because when a notebook has lines, I feel restricted, and the other reason is because I can't follow the lines. So here's how I do it. So as much as possible, I don't remain seated for long periods of time. Normally, I sit for around 30 minutes max, and then after 30 minutes, I would lift up my table like this and stand up. So I'm done with the planning and strategizing, and what I need to do next is I'm done with this notebook. I like to plan using notebooks. So I am done with this. The next thing I'm going to do is to check my notes for my upcoming vlogs on YouTube. Yay! So at this point, I am pretty much done with my creativity work for this morning. Yes! And I still have a bit of time before my next appointment. I have an appointment at the University of Asia and the Pacific. I'm going for confession, and I'm really excited for that. Prior to the pandemic, I would usually go for confession about once a month or sometimes twice a month. But during the pandemic, I was so cautious to go out, and so I think the last time I had confession was 6 months ago. So I'm really happy that I'm going to confession today. Okay, so I leave in about 15 minutes at this time. I have a bit of time to check social media. So I'm here. I just arrived at the parking lot of University of Asia and the Pacific, and this is where the confession is going to happen. So I'll just wait for them to call me. Alright, so I'm so happy I went for confession. So this is how it looks like. It's pretty safe to go for confession here, and if you would like to go for confession, there is an online reservation form wherein you set up an appointment. I'll put the link in the description below. So I'm back in my car and I had a pretty good experience during the confession a while ago. And I just want to give some practical tips when you go outside. It's important that number one, you bring your cell phone with you and there's data or there's internet connection. Number two, you have a QR code scanner because most of the establishments would require you to scan a QR code. And then you have to have your QR pass. So there, those are three important things you need to have. A while ago, I had to download the QR scanner so I would be able to scan the QR code, which is good because you don't need to fill out the form using pen and paper. You just need to fill out the form using your phone and it's pretty safe that way. Alright, so it's now 11:15. I'm deciding whether to go home, go straight home, or grab some lunch somewhere. So I'm not sure. Let's see. So I decided to go to Shangri-La Mall today to have lunch, to grab some lunch and take out for dinner because I have a full day today and I figured I might not have time to cook lunch and dinner. And also I needed to buy something from Apple. Hi, so I'm now here in my favorite mall and as you can see there are not a lot of people. Actually, even pre-pandemic, there are not a lot of people who come here. And I like it because the place is so huge and it's not crowded. Here we are in my... So I'm here at Kettle and I'm thinking, do I really like chicken or should I go for Japanese? I'm not yet sure. I haven't decided yet whether I'd like to eat Japanese or chicken. Let me walk a bit. So while waiting for my lunch, to save on time, I'm doing some approvals via Viber. So I'm communicating with my team via Viber and doing some approvals from here. Okay. So since I was craving for both chicken from Kettle and Japanese food as well, I decided to do both. So I got chicken takeout for my dinner and I'm here in a Japanese restaurant for my lunch. Anyway, I don't usually go out. I would go out around once a month or sometimes even once every month during this pandemic. So this is really special. Funny story, just a few seconds ago, I was trying to open a different car. It's also a black Honda car, same like this car I'm using. So this is my brother's car, by the way. And I didn't even memorize the plate number. So I was opening the wrong car. Good thing that the guard, that this was near the entrance and the guard saw me. And he said, "Ma'am, the other car." And so there. So I'm so grateful for men in uniform, really. So grateful. They are such a blessing to the world. I'm so grateful for them. And I really appreciate their presence. So it's 1 p.m. I'll drive back home now because I have a meeting with my team at 2 p.m. I'm home! So I'm done taking a bath and I am about to have a meeting with my team. I'm going to communicate with them what I planned earlier this morning, which is about the 2 upcoming events that we'll have. And then I'm also going to teach them how to invest in the stock market. I've been investing in the stock market since 2010. And now I want to teach my team as well how to invest in the stock market. And also, part of the benefits that I'd like to give my team as part of my team and my company is that for every amount that they will invest in the stock market each month, I'll make a corresponding matching amount. So I'll now be preparing for my team meeting. See you later. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Hi!
Hello! Hi!
Alright, so now done with the team meeting, and in 1 minute, I'm going to have my coaching session with my friend Teresa Dumadag. Hi, Tere!
Hi Sha.
Alright, so I'm just done with my live coaching session with my friend Teresa Dumadag. Tere, I call her Tere. And I'm really grateful for that session. It was a good coaching session. And I'm grateful that I have a friend and a coach in her. And I have someone to talk to regarding things I need clarity on. And also, Teresa Dumadag is happily married. She has 3 boys. And she's happily married to a man who is so supportive, good, and loving to her. And that's also the kind of future that I want. I want to be happily married. I want to build a happy, holy, and healthy marriage with my future husband. And basically, our coaching is all about, relationships, understanding myself better, understanding men better, and understanding the dynamics between a man and a woman, especially in a relationship, or especially in relationships. At this point that I'm recording this vlog, I'm single, not in a relationship yet. And I believe it's always good to prepare. So I'm already preparing myself to be a good wife and mom in the future. And that's why I have Tere as my guide and as my coach. If you want to get in touch with her, you can get in touch with her via Facebook here. Okay, so time check, it's 4:30 p.m. My next appointment will be at 6 p.m. That's for a Bible study. I have 1.5 hours for break. I haven't taken my afternoon nap yet and I feel a bit sleepy. So I'm going to sleep now, take my afternoon nap for 30 minutes. And then after that, I'll feed the birds, water the plants, and watch the sunset. Okay, I'll see you later. Alright, so I'm about to attend my last meeting for the day, which is a Bible study. And I'm very happy because I was able to take my afternoon nap. I was able to feed my birds, water some plants. Not all, because I have 200 plus plants. And I was also able to have my early dinner. So I'm about to attend the Bible study, and after that, I'm done for the day. Look, the sun has already set. It's almost nighttime. Alright, so then with the Bible study and then with all my activities for today. And time check, it's a little past 7 p.m. I think what's left to do for me is to do my night routine before I go to sleep. So today, I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. And I'd like to leave you with 5 tips on how I would usually structure my day and see if any of these would resonate with you. Number 1 is to schedule your most important activities first thing in the morning. So plan your day the night before, list down all the things you need to do, and then decide which of these are the most important, and then schedule them in the morning. For example, if working out is important for you, don't schedule them later in the day, because if you schedule them later in the day, maybe you'll feel tired or you'll have no energy and you won't be able to do it. So find, if possible, if feasible, find ways to schedule them early in the morning. In my case, some of my most important activities are hearing Mass, doing my workout, drinking something healthy in the morning, doing a lot of self-care and gratitude practices, as well as learning to play the piano. So I schedule them in the first 2 to 3 hours of my day. And then I also schedule my creativity work in the morning because I am most productive and creative in the morning. Okay, so that's my tip number 1 for you. Do your most important activities first thing in the morning. Number 2 is to space out your activities and take lots of breaks in between. It may seem like I did a lot today, but if you carefully look at my schedule, the activities were 1 to 2 hours apart. And the reason for this is so that there is room for spontaneity, there is room for play, and there is room for you to adjust. If you schedule them one after the other, what if the what if your activity 1 got delayed? Then it will have a domino effect on activity 2 and you'll get stressed out, and you don't want to be stressed out. Okay, so space out your activities. That's my tip number 2. Tip number 3 for you is do something for another person every single day, or do something good. There's a TED Talk by Jacqueline Way, and it's about how to be happy every single day. And she said that the way to be happy every single day is to give every day. So give something of value every single day. In my case, I communicate with my family every single day. And also, today, what I did was I taught my team how to invest in the stock market. So we did the part 1, and then we'll do part 2 training tomorrow. Okay? Number 4, learn something new every day. So find a way to learn every day. If you stop learning, you stop growing. Learn by listening to a podcast or reading a book, even for just a few minutes. Or watch a nice YouTube video. Watch my YouTube videos if you want. That's also a form of learning. But learn something new every single day. So if you saw, I had a Bible study, and then I had my coaching session. And in between, I was listening to podcasts as well. Number 5 is this. Make the child in you happy. It is so important to make the child in you happy every single day. Your happiness is your responsibility. You shouldn't depend on another person for your happiness. You are responsible for your own happiness. So every day, ask yourself, what would make me happy today? What would make the child in me happy today? And meet that need. Okay? So in my case today, if you saw earlier in the video, I was craving for kettle chicken and Japanese food. And since I rarely go out during the pandemic, I decided to go for both. So that was my way of making the child in me happy. And also, I took a nap today. So I take naps every single day. It's a way for me to make the child in me happy. So those are my 5 tips for you. And I hope these tips were helpful for you. If you like this video, please hit the like button and the subscribe button so you won't miss out on any videos that will help bring out the best in you. And in the comment section below, let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see from me in the future. Okay, if you have any suggestions, please feel free to write them in the comment section, and I look forward to reading your comments. This is Sha Nacino. I wish you success and happiness, and I'll see you in my next video. God bless!